Well, welcome to Experiencing Our God. My name is Mike Koplitz, and I'm happy to be with you here today. I have been ordained in the United Methodist Church, and I am a Messianic rabbi. This material that I'm bringing to you is inspired by this particular book. And I hope you find what I'm going to share with you as valuable as the information that was shared in the book, because I read the articles and it inspired me to bring more things out and to combine what these writers had said with other writings, as in the Zohar and, of course, things that are in the scripture. This is chapter 1, and we're going to talk about experiencing God through his creation. So God created the universe through light. And people tend to say, oh, that's like a light, like what's in this room right now, making this video look good for us. That comes later on in Genesis. But the light that starts everything out is the power of God. And then light, which we call photons or whatever you'd like to call them, is more expressions of the power of God. But when God created the universe, he created what we call a left side and a right side. When you're looking at the Zohar or the Tree of Life, which Rabbi Isaac Luria created way back when in the 1500s. Now, on the left side, we have Gevurah, the Sephirah Gevurah, which means justice. And God created the universe with justice on the left side. He also created it with chesed, loving kindness, on the right side. You can ask yourself the question, why does God allow so much suffering to be in the world? You know, we're looking for manifestations of God, but could suffering be part of it? And I don't really believe so, because I don't think God deals out punishment. God allows us to make choices. And when we make choices that are not in, shall we say, compliance with the Holy Scripture and the ways of God, we actually bring punishment upon ourselves. Now, that does not mean that there are not evil people in the world, because there are evil people in the world. We also know there's a force called evil inclination, which tries to drag us away from God and from chesed, from the right side of the tree, toward the left side, which then brings on punishment. If you think about this for just a moment, that your left side thinking is your left brain and your right side thinking is your right brain, what we find in the right brain is we can be inspired and experience God by looking for him, looking for the loving kindness, looking into the world to see where God is doing these great things. Because God created us as a vessel to experience him. We're here to experience God, to learn about God. That's why we worship God. That's why we read the scriptures, and we try to live by the scriptures. Now, for those of us who are following Jesus Christ, we call him Yeshua in Messianic circles. If you want to know how to please God and you want to experience God and his universe, use the scriptures. Look at the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, to see how Yeshua teaches us how to please God by following the laws and the words of the Torah. We also call them the mitzvah. There are blessings when you follow the ways of the Lord, and you can experience God by doing that. So God bless you for listening to this chapter 1 of Experiencing God, and I hope it inspires you to come back to the next chapters. Until then, as always, I wish you shalom.